At Intel, world-changing ideas start with real solutions, and real solutions start with exceptional engineering. The quantum computing revolution, the next generation of AI experts, the renewable energy grid, early diagnosis for cancer. The examples are countless, the impacts are endless, but the foundation is always the same. It starts with Intel. Learn more at intel.com/stories.
Welcome to the Instagram stories for Wednesday, September 8th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Today we're going to get all into Instagram verification. If you're not familiar, Instagram verification is the blue check mark. Instagram had a very long blog post today explaining all about verification, what the criteria are, all the things that you need to know. Here's the main things that you have to be aware of in order to get verified. Your account has to represent a real person, registered business or entity. Your account must be the unique presence of the person or business it represents. Notable entities like pets or publications are also eligible. Only one person per account or business may be verified. Your account must be public and have a bio, profile photo, and at least one post. Your account must represent a well-known, highly searched for person, brand, or entity. There's more to it. I'm going to let Adam Mosseri, the man himself, explain it.
Hi. This week I wanted to talk about that little blue check mark on Instagram, the verification badge. If you could see my DMs, particularly my requests folder, you would see it's inundated with people asking for our little blue check mark, usually saying it's at their birthday and it's the one thing that they want this year. Now, a little bit of context. The verification badge is supposed to help people who have a certain level of notability make sure that people know which account is theirs, because they're often impersonated, which is why we try to limit who gets access to that badge to people who have a certain level of notability. Now, I know it has also become a bit of a status symbol, and there's a lot of people who want it for a lot of other reasons, but few myths I want to bust real quick. It doesn't get you more distribution in Feed. It does not get you more distribution in Explore. It's not supposed to get you any sort of privileges. It's just supposed to make sure that you know that The Rock's actual account is The Rock and not a bunch of people who are pretending to be Dwayne Johnson. Now, you might ask, given that you are maybe a creator, maybe you're trying to get a badge yourself, how do I apply? How do you make the decisions about who is and who is not verified? Well, now anyone can apply in the app. You can do so by going through settings. There is no minimum number of followers, for instance. It's not about how many followers you have. It's about how much notability you have out there in the world. And we can't reasonably judge notability worldwide with our own employees, so we rely on press. So we look for articles about you to verify that you have a certain level of notability out there. And now this is a risk because this exposes us to bias in all sorts of ways. So we're always looking to expand the list of publications that we consider when reviewing verification applications. And you can even, when you actually apply for verification, add links to press about you right there in the flow. Another couple pieces of advice: don't apply multiple times at once. That can actually just confuse the system and might hurt you. And two is, if you don't get approved, you don't have to worry about it. Don't sweat it. You can go out, try and get some press, apply again in a month or 2 or 3, and we will absolutely reconsider you. Now, again, I want to reiterate, it does not get you more distribution in Feed. It does not get you more distribution in Explore. It does not get you secret access to some secret privileges. It's just about impersonation. But given that I'm sure a bunch of you are going to want to apply anyway, I thought I would try to add a little bit more color to how the system works, how it's intended to work, and I'm sure it's something that we're going to continue to iterate on going forward. Hope you have a good week. Peace.
I'm glad we have that explanation, and I really like that point about including links for articles or other sources showing that you are a noteworthy individual, that you include that as part of the verification application. I think that's a great idea and definitely something you should try. If you do this and it works successfully, please let me know. However, I want to caution you, do not pay anyone to verify you on Instagram. It is not worth it. It will not work. Okay, that's it for today's main news. I just want to talk about one other thing that's come to my attention. A couple weeks ago, I talked about how Instagram was switching from the swipe up in stories to the link sticker. And some people had said that on August 30th, everyone would get access to it. It's past August 30th. I don't have access to the story link yet. Maybe you do. I know some people do in isolated cases as part of testing, but it has not been rolled out widely to everyone. I believe that the criteria for having 10,000 or more followers still remains, but if you do have the story link sticker, you're part of the beta, good on you. Take as much advantage of that as you possibly can. That's it for today's show. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, strategy, tips, and more.